you're smiling, when you're smiling, the whole world smiles with you. When you're laughing, when you're laughing, the sun comes shining through. But when you're crying, you bring on the rain, so stop your sighing. Be happy again, keep on smiling, 'cause when you're smiling, the whole world smiles with you.
Good morning, Christian Care, Mesquite, Fort Worth, and Allen. This is going to be a great day. Oh, what a beautiful morning. Oh, what a beautiful day. I've got a wonderful feeling. Everything's going my way. See, it's going to be a great day here at Christian Care. It's Friday. We love Friday. And because we all get together here on the morning show, me and Byron, and Kim's out today, Ray's out today, but me and Byron have it under control. And so we're going to do the morning show for you today, and we're going to start out with the simultaneous smiles, the thing that makes everything better. It makes dopamine hit your brain. It makes you happy. We call it the simultaneous smile because we do it all at the same time. And it takes the wrinkles out of your face. It cures acne. It makes your coffee taste better, cinnamon roll sweeter. And it turns your frown upside down, and it makes you happy that you're going to have a wonderful day today. And so let's all do it together. Are you ready? 1, 2, 3. All right. We're smiling. Wow. Well, you know, we're going to start the day out right with the morning devotional, and I have the morning devotional today, and I thought I would share with you something that I shared in the gathering meeting last week, and it's about when Jesus turned water into wine. And you know, you think if God was going to come back and if God was going to come to earth, and what's the first thing he's going to do? Is it cure poverty? Is it stop wars? Is it, to do away with all disease? No, the first thing he does is he turns water into wine. That's the first move. And it seems a little, I don't know. It just seems like you wouldn't start there. But it has significance because he was at this wedding, and they had run out of wine, and their culture, whenever you would do a wedding, it would like last for 7 days, and the whole family, everybody would be there, and they would, if you ran out of wine or you ran out of food, it would be a shame. It would be a feeling of shame and guilt for the family, because in the Mideast culture, families can feel shame if things don't happen right. So they're having this experience of feeling shame. And so Jesus comes to the rescue at the wedding, and he tells them to fill up these 6 pots with water. They fill them up with water, and then he turns the water into wine. And here's the thing that I think he's getting to in this, is that he didn't make the water better water. He didn't come just to make things better. He transformed the water. And it's a picture of what Jesus was going to be doing in his ministry, is that he just doesn't make people better. He transforms their life. Their lives who felt like they had shame, people who have felt guilt-ridden. He comes and he transforms their life. He forgives them. He helps them to become the person that they were intended to be. And that's what happens in turning water into wine. And here's what I want you to see. I don't know what your situation is today, but whatever it is, it could be like the water. It's like you've run out, and you've got water that needs to be transformed. You've got something in your life where something needs to happen. You feel like God needs to do something for you in your life. And you know what? God wants to do something for you. And so today, I would just encourage you to open your heart and allow Jesus to turn your water into wine. So let me pray for you. Father, I pray that whatever situation people face today, whatever they are experiencing today, whatever difficulty, trial, anything that they may feel shame about, that they're not good enough, or they may feel guilty about, Lord, I pray today that you would touch hearts and you would touch lives on all three of our campuses, and you would help to transform them, transform this in this moment, their situation, and turn the water into wine. In Jesus' name, amen. Well, we have a lot of things going on our campus today, and I had a list of them, but I went off and left them on my desk. And so there's a couple of things I can remember that are happening. At Greenway Village at 10:15, right after the morning show, I'm going to go over to the multipurpose room over there, and there's going to be a minister's fellowship that's taking place. I know that this afternoon in the Harton Apartments, there's going to be costumes and candy, and they're going to be having adult beverages down there. You know, it's too bad Kim's not working today because she'd be all over that for sure. And and there's something going on every campus in every area. So you check your calendar, see what's going on, see what you can do to make that. And there's something that started in Greenway Village on Saturdays, that there's a ladies' Bible study on Saturdays. So if you haven't tested that out, Saturday would be a good reason to do that. And church on Sunday, 9:45 here in the auditorium on the campus in Mesquite. They have, I think it's at 10 o'clock in Fort Worth, and they have in the afternoon, they have a 2 o'clock service in Allen. So make sure you go to church this Sunday. And so we have our chief meteorologist with us today. We want to see what's going on in the weather. And so let's check it out.
All right, it's time for the weather, man. Well, let's see. Here in Mesquite today, we're 76 degrees right now. Going to warm up to a nice 84. Across the Metroplex, similar conditions. Cloudy skies today. Warm up to 84, 85. However, we do have some interesting weather coming up. This evening, we are expecting some rain. We have a slight percentage chance of rain throughout the night into tomorrow morning. And then, let me click on each day. Tomorrow, we're going to have a pretty good day, 78 for the high, 68 for the low. Rain through the morning, tapering off around noon. And then, here's where it gets a little interesting, y'all. Sunday, we start out with the high, meaning the highest temperature we'll have on Sunday is at midnight. 72 degrees at midnight, 12:01 Sunday morning. And it's just going to cool off all day long. And by the end of Sunday, we're going to be down to 46 degrees. And then that night, we're going to get even lower, maybe dipping below 40, hitting 39 degrees on Sunday night into Monday.
39 degrees?
39
We're going to be in
degrees.
the 30s.
So we are getting into that wonderful time of year where we have cooler temperatures, much cooler temperatures.
Much cooler temperatures.
I'm planning on making chili on Sunday.
Chili on Sunday.
And that was something that had been planned for weeks
Yeah.
because Monday is a chili cook-off.
Chili cook-off happening here
In
in
McMillan.
in Mesquite,
Yeah.
McMillan. Yeah, and
So-
you're getting all prepared for that.
I don't know, and
aren't
what
you?
better day to cook chili than on a cold
A cold day.
Sunday afternoon?
We
Yeah.
already have the stuff at our house ready to make it. See, we're prepared.
You're ready.
We're ready.
In case those grocery stores run out of chili fixes.
And you know what? They might.
They might. You
they
never
might.
know.
People, when it starts getting cold, people
Yep.
go to the grocery store.
They
And
get soup.
so on your chili, do you put? Do you eat it with cornbread?
Yeah, that's a good way to eat it.
Yeah.
A lot of times, in Nebraska we have chili, but growing up, I never had cornbread until I was probably 14 years old.
Really?
Yep, never even knew it existed. And then we went on a trip somewhere, and I had it, and I thought, "Oh my goodness, where has this been all my life?"
Where's this cornbread?
And so now I like cornbread with chili, but a lot of times we just do crackers, saltine
Oh.
crackers or.
Yeah, that's
Something like
good. So you grew up raising corn, but you didn't ever have cornbread.
Isn't that the strangest thing?
That is, that's interesting.
I don't know if it was a regional thing or if it was just my family. Like we
Yeah.
didn't-
I bet you they have cornbread everywhere. Yeah. You know what I have found? I give you a little cornbread life hack. The Cotton Patch restaurants, they have good cornbread. And if you want to have cornbread on your chili and you don't want to make it, you can just go buy Cotton Patch and just say, I want to get some cornbread to go. It's about $3.
for a big piece.
They give you a little round cornbread
Really?
that's I think it's pan fried. It's like real homemade cornbread. Yeah. I just discovered that little
That's pretty
life
cool.
hack right there.
One other thing on chili before we move on.
Yeah.
In Nebraska, and this is a regional thing for sure. You have chili, and then you always eat a cinnamon roll after.
Really?
Yeah. So there are restaurants that serve the chili and cinnamon roll special. You get a bowl of chili and a cinnamon roll.
I have never heard of that.
Yep.
But the cinnamon roll's good anytime.
Yeah.
So Bree, have you heard of eating a cinnamon roll after chili?
Never in my life.
Never in my life.
It doesn't make sense, but if you think about it, you have the saltiness and the sometimes spiciness of the chili,
Yeah.
and then the sweetness of the cinnamon
Of
roll.
course.
It kind of works.
Man, I'm never turning down a cinnamon roll anyhow. So, Byron, who's having a birthday today?
Today, 10/27, we have Marilyn Schwartz in IL. She's in McMillan, and Sue Hearn.
Sue Hearn's having a birthday.
She's in Greenway. So,
Yeah.
happy birthday to those two. And then tomorrow, 10/28, Nell Rudd, who is also in independent living, and Virginia Woolsey, who lives in Fort Worth, is having a birthday. So happy
Wow.
birthday to these four exceptional people.
Wow, terrific. Well, let's do the happy birthday song for him.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, happy birthday, happy birthday to you.
Happy birthday to you. All righty. So we have a celebrity birthday today?
We do, but I don't know who he is.
All righty. Well, we're used to.
Okay, I'll read.
We will.
I'll read about him.
Yeah.
His name is Babs Gonzalez.
Babs Gonzalez.
Do you know him?
It's a guy named Babs
Yep.
Gonzalez. No, not right offhand.
So Babs lived from 1919 to 1980. He was born Lee Brown, and he was a celebrated bebop jazz vocalist from Newark, New Jersey. You can hear him now. Gonzalez began his career as swing bandleader Jimmy Lunsford's band boy. After moving to Los Angeles, he worked as a chauffeur for Errol Flynn. Gonzalez was also a spoken word artist and author. His self-published books delve into the jazz world, illuminating the life of jazz performers, including the racism and unethical business dealings many of them experienced with club owners, music producers, and executives in the early years of jazz.
Wow. So he's a bebop artist.
A bebop jazz artist.
Let's listen to him for a little bit. That's the bebop part. See, you don't have to know many words.
Yep.
Bebop. It's not easy to do.
No.
No, you think
Takes talent.
bebop, ba-doop-bop, bop, bop.
There for a second, I thought that the record had started skipping because it sounded the same
Yeah.
for a while, and then and something
Yeah.
new came along. But that's
Yeah.
jazz for you.
That was popular in jazz back in the day. So, do you have a quote of the day? Is it from?
Quote of the day is not from Babs. It's from Emily Post.
If it had been Babs, it would have been bebop, boo,
Bebop, boo, bop. The quote of the day is bebop, boo, bop.
That would have been Babs.
Emily Post said this: etiquette is the science of living. It embraces everything. It is ethics. It is honor. Emily
Wow.
Post.
Emily Post, so she would know about ethics. So, I learned a little etiquette thing that a while back that, like, you go to a restaurant and they sit you at a table, and one side's got a booth, other side's got chairs. The lady should sit in the booth, and the man's supposed to sit in the chair. I just thought I would point that out.
Good to know.
Good to know. Did you know that, Bree?
I'm sorry, I wasn't listening. I was looking for the ending.
When you go
song.
to a restaurant and there's, they put you where there's a booth on one side and there's chairs on the other side of the table, the lady's supposed to sit in the booth.
Oh, absolutely.
So there you go. You knew that. Yeah, good. See, you should
Very
know
good.
that.
Good to know. The more
Good
you
to know. Yeah, I know. You can only do what you know.
We're all about education here on the morning show.
We do at everything, and so we're gonna. So when you grew up on a farm, did you grow pumpkins?
We did grow pumpkins on the farm.
You
Yeah.
did, and so yeah, and so we're going to do something on the show. We're going to give away some homemade pumpkins. You ever? They're not grown pumpkins, but we're going to give away
Little pumpkin gift baggies.
a little pumpkin gift baggie that Bree's in charge of. But before she does that, I'm going to give you a couple of pumpkin puns, right? What do you call a pumpkin that works at the beach?
It's got something to do with pump in it.
What do you call a pumpkin that works at the beach? A life gourd.
A live gourd. No, I didn't get that. But I mean, it's funny. But
Gourd.
a live gourd.
Yeah. You know what a pumpkin's favorite sport is? Betty here says kickball. No. It's squash, of course. Squash. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, how do you repair a broken jack-o'-lantern? You use a pumpkin patch, of course. Ah. So over in Greenway Village, there we've have pumpkins set out that different staff members have carved, and you get to vote on which one's best. So you guys do that. Bree, you want to tell them about our giveaway today?
For sure. So our giveaway today is, you can kind of see it on the screen. So it's a little idea for like just to make it fun when you give away candy. You put some candy in a little cupcake liner and then wrap orange tissue paper around it and put a little pipe cleaner. And so we have some candy we can give away. And so y'all can call in to win to our number on the screen, 972-686-3198. And we'll give away a little pumpkin candy.
Okay. Is it the first caller that calls, and then the second one, right?
Yes.
Okay. All righty. So Someone needs to be calling. So let me tell you, what did the pumpkin say after Thanksgiving? Byron, what do you think?
What did the pumpkin say after Thanksgiving?
Yeah. He said, "Good pie, everyone." Uh, what are the jack-o'-lanterns afraid of? Things that go pumpkin in the night. Pumpkin in the night. Now, oh, what's the favorite movie? What's the favorite genre of a pumpkin?
I'm not doing so hot on these.
Yeah.
Favorite genre of the pumpkin.
Of the pumpkin. Yeah, it's pulp fiction. Of course. All righty. You want to hear some more funny things about pumpkins?
Sure.
Yeah. Just how you can work pumpkin into everyday phrases. You know, like let's give them something to talk about. You could say, let's give them pumpkin to talk about. See? Yeah. You know, if you're, you know, sometimes guys need help with learning how to introduce themselves to girls, to, you know, ask them out or let them know you like them. And here's a good phrase. This is, and I'm sure women really like this. I think you're the pick of the pumpkin patch.
Oh, I'm going to add that to my.
I think, yeah. You know, like, guys don't know what they're doing. I said one time, guys don't know what they're doing when it comes to women. And the woman I was talking to said, well, we all know that. We don't know what we're doing. You know, you're the pick of the pumpkin patch. Let's see. Well, we need to let the gourd times roll. Not the good times roll, but the gourd times roll. See, it's pretty good. So are you having fun, Byron?
Having a great time, Dan.
Let's see what else I can do. Well, let's see. What do you call a fat jack-o'-lantern? A fat jack-o'-lantern is a plumpkin. Of course, a plumpkin. Bree, has somebody called in?
Yes, Marion Hale called in, so she's the winner.
Oh.
And so I'm just going to give them both to her because we haven't had any other callers yet. so-
Okay, so
Yeah.
she's getting 2 of them. So
Yes.
yeah. All righty. Well, that's great. Well, we've had a good time here on the morning show. So, Byron, do you have one more thing? Putting in batteries.
Don't forget, Tuesday is Halloween.
Halloween's coming up
So-
Tuesday.
Get your candy ready. Get your costume ready. Danny, what are you going to be?
Well, you know, I had a plan to be one of the 7 dwarfs. But I've had something come up that I'm going to have to attend a funeral in the afternoon. And I think I'm going to not dress up like one of the. I was going to be Happy,
Yeah.
the 7 dwarfs.
Yeah. Maybe not appropriate. for a
Maybe
funeral.
not appropriate for the funeral.
Okay.
Yeah. So I'm not sure.
Yeah.
I think I'll try to do something for the morning show.
Okay.
You know, I think I'm thinking I'm going to try something for the morning show, but I don't know because I have to morph into appropriate clothing afterwards.
Danny, you always have good costumes.
Do I?
Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
one year you were a leprechaun, and
Yeah.
you've been
Yeah.
Dr. Seuss, and
I still have my leprechaun outfit. But I've lost weight. It's way too big now. So what are you coming as?
so this weekend I'm going to a party, and I'm going to be a cowboy.
Oh,
I got my cowboy hat ready.
yeah.
And then next week, the independent living team, we're dressing up as people from the 80s.
People from the 80s.
So
What do 80s people look like?
I wasn't alive back then. I don't know.
Yeah.
But I've got my Walkman,
You got a Walkman.
so I'm ready to. You know.
Wow. Do you still have your Walkman?
Yeah.
You've kept
Well,
it.
I never had one as a kid,
Yeah.
but I came across one, and someone was like, "Yeah, you can have it." And I love old stuff like that. Not old,
Yeah.
stuff from that era. So I have a Walkman, and it works.
Yeah.
Yep.
Terrific. Well, Bree, how are you coming on Halloween?
Good. So the courtyard team is going to be M&Ms, and so we're all doing different color M&Ms. So
All
that's
right.
what I'm going to be.
Are you going to be a particular color, or
Yes, I am.
you're going to be a peanut M&M? You're going to be
I don't really know how that one would work.
My favorite is peanut butter M&M.
peanut butter M&M
Those are
is my
good.
favorite. What's
No,
that?
I'm going to be a pink M&M though. I know you're shocked.
There you go. Well, all righty. Well, Marion Hell is the big winner. Marion Hell's good at calling in.
I think she's just ready.
She's ready
got-
all the time.
Yep.
And you know what? That pays off on the morning show. When you're watching the morning show, you got to be ready to call in case we're giving something away. And so we are so glad she did that. So we've had a great time this week on the morning show. All kinds of things have been happening. We've had good times. We've enjoyed being with you. And you know what? We're here to make every day a better day for you. That's why we do it. So you know who the real star of the morning show? It's you. It's always you. You guys are awesome. We want you to have a great day today. We want you to put a smile on your face. Be happy that it's Friday. And you're going to just have an exciting weekend. Look forward to it all. Pump yourself up. Let's do it. Let's have a great weekend.
Pump yourself up.
Pump can yourself up. And remember this, God loves you, and there's nothing you can do about it. Have a great day.
And now, the Riverdale Carnival presents the Archies.
Take care of the kissing booth while we're singing, Sabrina.
Okay, everybody, here we go with our new hit record, Sugar, Sugar!
Sugar, oh honey, honey, you are my candy girl, and you got me wanting you, honey, oh sugar, sugar, you are my candy girl, and you got me wanting you. I just can't believe the loveliness of loving you. I just can't believe it's true. I just can't believe the wonder of this feeling too. I just can't believe it's true. Ah, sugar. Oh, honey, honey. You are my candy girl, and you got me wanting you. Oh, honey, oh, sugar, sugar, you are my candy girl, and you got me wanting you. When I kissed you, girl, I knew how sweet a kiss could be. Like the summer sunshine, pour your sweetness over